Okay, page, this is Nanhua Primary School Prelim Paper 2022. All right, so I'm going to begin now. Let's do question 1. The mass of a watermelon is 4.82. Okay, this question everybody got it right, if I remember correctly. But nevertheless, I'll just show you how it's done, right? So the mass of a watermelon is 4.82 kilogram. So what are the way we record is like this: W for watermelon. Hold on for a moment. Let me get this screen. Doesn't matter. So 4.82. Wait, let me get my pen out. 4.82. And the mass of a pineapple is 2.65. So when you record, you need not put the units. If you want to put the units, you make sure everything is written as unit. For example, if you want to put a unit, right, make sure all is in units like this. Otherwise, don't put any units. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to show you how if you want to record as a unit, then it's going to be that clear. 4.82 kilogram. The mass of pineapple is 2.65 kilogram lighter. Then it will be 4.82 kilogram. 2.65 kilogram lighter. So you minus that. Then the mass of a watermelon. So and then you get the mass of a pineapple. Okay. What's the total mass of the two fruits? So you add this, which is the watermelon, and this, which is the pineapple, because they total mass of the two fruits. Okay. So don't make careless mistake. Don't end it with mass of just the pineapple. They want both. Plus 2.17 kilogram is equal to 6.99 kilogram. Since the answer has a kilogram here, you just have to put 6.99 will do. Okay. Don't need to do this. Okay. Okay, now let's continue with the next question. Question number 2. The figure shows a square divided into 2 rectangles, A and D, and 2 squares, B and C. So these are squares, okay, squares. And these are rectangles. A and D are rectangles. Okay, and these are squares. The perimeter of A is 14 centimeter. Okay, let's look at perimeter of A is 14 centimeter. So perimeter of A, if we are talking about this, is 14 centimeter. Length plus length and plus 2 breadth is 14 centimeter. Okay. Now we know that this is P. This will be P2. Okay, this is P centimeter. This will also be P centimeter. And because C is a square, they say C is a square, right? So the size of the squares are the same. These will be equal to this. Since this is 2P plus 1, this side will also be 2P plus 1. Because the square, this will also be 2P plus 1. Therefore, this side is also 2P plus 1. Okay. Now, the question is, find the parameter, okay, find the value of P. And given the parameter of rectangle A is 14. So meaning we are talking about this plus this plus this plus this is equal to 14. Okay, so let's do it. So 2P plus 1, which is one side of rectangle A, plus the other one, 2P plus 1, plus 1p plus another p. This will give you 14 centimeter, all right? So let's bring all the p together. 2p plus 2p plus p plus p, okay? Then you plus 1 and 1. That'll give you 14. So do it slowly. So this together gives you 6p plus this gives you 2 equal 14. Okay, so 6p will be equal to 14 minus 2. And then 6p will be equal to 12. Do it slowly. You can see how I do it very slowly, step by step, no skipping of any steps. 12 divided by 6 is 2, and therefore the answer is just 2 centimeter. Okay, any question? So if you do this step at a time, you should not make any mistake, all right? No careless mistakes. Let's continue with the next question. Okay, Mrs. Lee had a sum of money to spend. She spent half of her money plus $2 on a notebook. Next, she spent 1/4 of her remaining money on a drink, and she was left with $9. So the key word here is this word, remaining. When the word remaining or remainder appears in a question, the approach to solve this question is using model method. Remember, whenever you see the word remainder or remaining in the problem sums, the approach is using model. All right? Let's try. So the Mrs. Lee has a sum of money. So I'm going to draw this is Mrs. Lee's money. So this bar represents all of Mrs. Lee's money. Now she spent half of her money plus $2 on a notebook. So let's cut it into half. So this portion is half of her money, okay, plus another $2. So $2 just a slightly over here. So this half plus this half of the money plus another $2 gives you allows Mrs. Lee to buy a notebook. Okay. And this is the remainder. Okay, I call it the remainder. Now, over here, it says he spent 1/4 of the remaining money. Okay, 1/4 remaining money, meaning the remaining money can be divided into 4 parts. So I'm going to redraw remaining here. And I'm going to cut it into 4 parts. Why? Because it says he spent 1/4 meaning there must be 4 parts. I cut it 4 parts. 1/4 will mean here. On a drink. And she was left with $9. So this is $9. This is what is left. And it's equal to $9. Okay, this drink I'm going to write nicer. My handwriting is a bit bad. Okay, so $9. Okay, now from this model, you can see that $9 is equal to 3 units here. All right. So $9 divided by 3, I get $3. Meaning each of these is $3. Okay. 3, 3, 3. So therefore this is also 3. Okay, so the entire remainder is actually $3 times 4. $12. So this is $12. Okay. Now half of his money is here. This is half of his money, right? So half of Mrs. Lee's money will be $12 plus $2. That will give her, that will be $14. So half of Mrs. Lee's money is $14. And how much did she have at first? At first means how much she had originally. That will be $14 multiplied by 2, $28. All right. Next, let's continue. Any question? Well, let's continue next one. The figure below is made up of a square. So this is square. BEFG. This is square. Okay. And two triangles. Okay, obviously. ABH and CBD. So ABE, HBD, ABE, this ABE. This is ABE. And HBE is one. These are all straight line. And GBC, these are straight line. Straight line is important. It tells you angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. So whenever a question tells you it's a straight line, it means that angles on that line add up to 180 degrees. Okay? So this is a square, so this has to be 90 degrees. Okay? BEFG is a square, so this is 90 degrees. You notice this is a cross, right? Opposite angles are equal, so this has to be 90 degrees also. Okay? Now, question is, what is A plus B plus C plus D? Now, I give you a hint or give you some tips. Whenever a question asks you for an answer that involves a sum of multiple angles, meaning what's the answer? What's the value of A plus B plus C? Chances are you need not find the individual angle and add them up together. Okay, so your approach should not be looking for angle A and look for angle B and then try to find them and get their values and add them together. If you use that approach, likely it is a wrong approach. All right, so take note, whenever a question asks what's a sum of a few angles, chances are you do not need to find each of them. Okay, so bear that in mind. Okay, so now coming back to this question. Angles inside a triangle add up to 180 degrees. So A plus B plus this angle 180 degrees. C plus D plus this angle is 180 degrees. Correct. So all I need to do to find A, B, C, D is to find this 180, this 180, is to find what is these two angles. Correct. So if I use 180 degrees over here plus 180 degrees over here, minus away these two angles, I will be left with A plus B plus C plus D, right? So that is the approach I'm going to use. Okay, so I know this is 90. And because HBD is a straight line, angles on the straight line will add up to 180 degrees. So this angle plus this angle is actually equal to 180 minus away this angle. So therefore, this and this is 90 degrees. All right. Angle A plus B, let me write clearly. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D will be equal to 180 degrees plus 180 degrees minus away these two angles, which is 90 degrees, okay? So answer is 270 degrees. Any question? If not, I'm going to move on to the next one. Okay. All right. Okay. So the figure below shows two containers A and B. Container A contains 10 liters of water. Container B has a base area of 100 square centimeter and was empty. When tap A is turned on, the height of water in container B increases by 2 centimeters per minute. What is the volume of water left in container A after tap A is turned on for 2 minutes? This is a very easy question. They give you a picture and then throw in a lot of words, make it look scary, but it's actually a very simple question. All right. So focus on the container that has the most information. Okay. The container with the most information is container B. It says here, Harold, I already erased question 4. You have to watch the recording later, okay? Or I can give a solution. Container B increases by 2 centimeter per minute. Okay, and it turns on uh, uh, and the water going into container B goes in for 2 minutes from tap A. So how much water flows from tap A into container B? Okay, so listen, so the volume transferred in 1 minute, because if every minute it rises by 2 centimeter, right? So it rises by 2 centimeter means the 2 centimeter here. Every minute it rises by 2 centimeter. Height multiplied by the base area, which is 1000, gives you the volume of water that goes into container B per minute. Okay, because it rises by 2 centimeter per minute. So for 2 minutes, the amount of water that goes into container B will be 2000 times 2. 4000 cubic centimeter goes into container B. 4000 ml goes into container B. 4000 ml is equal to 4 liters. Where does this 4 liter came from? It came from container A, right? So what is left in container A? 10 liters minus the 4 liters. This is what is left in container A. Question is, what is the volume of water left in container A, right? So that's the answer, 6 liter. Okay, going to the next question. Question number 6. Muffins are sold in boxes of 6, 8, and 15. John bought 12 boxes of 6 muffins and some boxes of 8 and 15 muffins. He bought a total of 188 muffins. How many boxes of 15 muffins did John buy? Okay, so let's start off with calculating the obvious, which is 12 boxes of 6 muffins. All right, do this and you get a metal mark. So 12 boxes of 6 muffins gives you how many muffins? 12 times 6 gives you 72 muffins. Okay, so let's exclude these 72 muffins. So what's the remaining muffins will be bought 188, right? So 188 minus 72 muffins. So this is the remaining muffins. So this 116 muffins must be coming from boxes of 8 or boxes of 12, 15, I mean, right? Because you already removed the muffins that came from boxes of 6. Muffins from boxes of 6 is 72. 118 is all the muffins. So 118 minus 72, 116 is the muffins, remaining muffins, and these 116 muffins came from boxes of 8 or boxes of 15. Right? Now, the question that is asked is, how many boxes of 15 did John buy? This is not really a supposition question because we do not know how many boxes are left, right? If we know the number of boxes are left for boxes of 8 and 15, we can do the supposition method. But in this case, we can't. So we do the guess and check method. Okay. Now, so this 116, okay, we 116 muffins. What is the maximum number of boxes of 15 that you can buy to get 116? So what you do is 116 divided by 15. Okay, I get a maximum number of boxes of 15 that I can buy to get 116. All right, use your calculator, you will get 7 remainder 11. Or you get some decimal points. And then you'll get a remainder 11. So this 11 doesn't fit into 8. Correct? So, in other words, John couldn't have bought 7 boxes of 15 muffins, because if he has a remainder 11, there's no way that fit into a box of 8, right? Or another box of 15. So no way. Now let's do another try. What about 6 boxes? This is a max already, right? This is a max, 7 is a max 15. So you go one level down. 6 boxes of 15. You will get 11. Okay. 6 boxes of 15. What you do is that you got 11. Because you have 1 box of 15 less, so you are actually going to have 26 remaining muffins. And you ask yourself, these 26 remainder muffins, can it be divided by 8? You cannot. Do you understand what this step is about? This is 11 remaining, right? And instead of 7 boxes of 15 muffins, I make it to 6 boxes of 15 muffins. If I have 6 boxes of 15 muffins, there'll be one box of 15 plus another earlier 11 muffins. Altogether, there's 26 muffins where I can consider, does it fit into boxes of 8? 26 cannot be divided by 8. Okay, so this is also wrong. Any question? Of course, the shortcut would be the other way would be like this, huh?
I did a different way. I did 116 minus 56. Then I got 60. Then 60 divided by 15.
Sorry, 116?
Yeah, 116 minus 56, and then I got 60. Then 60 divided by 15, I got 4.
Minus how much?
Minus 56.
And where do you get 56 from?
Actually, I don't know. I think wait. Oh no, then I don't know. I don't know how I got 56. I think it was just a
Guess. It's also a guess.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's okay to guess, but you must prove that you guess systematically. You will not get a full metal mark, you know.
Yeah,
You're also
okay.
guessing. You're not wrong. You're guessing. You are using the right method, but you have to present it like you are guessing logically and not by fluke. Okay.
Okay.
So we try again. So that's how you do 5 boxes of 15. Then you'll be 26, earlier 26 plus another 15. These are remaining, okay? And this one you get 41. Also cannot be divided by 8. Now try 4 boxes of 15. 41 plus 15, you get 56. So this is the 56 I'm talking about, right? So now it works. 56 can be divided by 8. So meaning there must be 4 boxes of 15. How many boxes of 15? So there must be 4 boxes of 15. Because the remaining 56 are boxes of 8. So answer is 4 boxes. Any question for question 6? Anyone got question? You can send me in the chat, if you have a question. Okay. No question, I'll go on to the next one. Actually, I don't really like guess and check question because it's guessing, you can't really calculate it. But we have observed that there are more and more questions that involve guessing. So back to just now, just now, who was that? Who tell me you got 56, right? Who was that? What's his name? What's your name?
Me, Ethan.
Ethan, is it? Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
Ethan. So Ethan, your approach is correct, but you need to do what I just did, like at least 3 steps of guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 steps of guessing. Step 1, step 2, step 3. See, I got 3 steps of guessing. You must have 3 steps. If you 1 step, you get the answer, right? Example, I think your 1 step, you already got answer. You got this, right? 1 step, you got the answer already.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you are guessing, correct?
Yeah.
You just have to fake 2 more steps. You just have to fake 2 more steps. At least must have 3 steps, no? Children, you hear me? If you are guessing, you must at least 3 steps. You cannot have like eaten 1 step. Cannot. Then teacher will think you float, no?
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's continue. Question number 7. A red t-shirt is sold at 15% discount and the blue t-shirt at a 30% discount. Both shirts have the same price before the discount. So at 100%, they are the same, okay? Basically, that's what it means. The discounted price of the red t-shirt is $6 more than the discounted price of the blue t-shirt. So the discounted price difference is how much? Say for example, red shirt after discount 85%, right? The blue shirt after discount is 70%, right? The difference is 15%, right? Therefore, 15% is equal to $6 because say the discounted price $6 more. Okay, alternatively, you can do this. Okay, you can do 30% minus 15% is equal to 15%. Then 15% is $6. You can do this alternatively. I would suggest you do this method. Because if you were to do this method, if you were to do this method, you need to do this thing, minus 15% is equal to 85%, then 100% minus 30% is equal to 70%. You need to do these 2 extra step, 1, 2 step, before you do the 3rd step. You know what I mean? Because you have to show how you get your 85% and 70% when the question do not have that value, right? So if you want to do this method, A, you need to show step 1 and step 2. If you want to do method 2, which is just 30 minus 15, okay? Okay, let's continue. 1% will be equal to $6. Sorry, I cannot put equal. I must put arrow. Remember, percentage cannot put equal, okay? Put arrow. $6 divided by 15. And your answer is 0.40 cents. Original price 100%. Remember, cannot put arrow, cannot put equal. So 100 multiplied by 0.40, you get $40. So answer is $40. A gentle reminder, I hope you all already know, 15, when you have a percent, do not put equal, put arrow. Next question. This is something you learned in primary 5, question number 8. The figure below is made out of 9 squares of side 3 centimeter. Triangle ABC is shaded. Find the area of the unshaded part. Unshaded part is this. There's one triangle here, which is, we call it X. Okay, there's X here, this triangle. Triangle X, triangle Y, okay, and triangle Z. Okay. Now, area of triangle X is half times base times height. So the base is 3, the height is 9. So half times 3 times 9, you get 13.5. Okay, so this is 13.5. Let me write it. 13.5. Okay. Now, triangle Y, this is 3 and this is 6. Okay, so half times 3 times 6, you get 9. So this is 9. Okay, now let's do triangle Z. Half times this is 6 and this is 9. So half times 6 times 9, you get 27. So this is 27. Systematically, so final answer will be 13.5 plus 9 plus 27. And answer is 49.5. So find the area unshaded part to be 49.5. Don't forget your unit, especially measurements. Never forget your units. You just write 49.5, you could lose your half a meter mark or half an answer mark. Now find the area of the shaded part. That's very easy. Find the area of the big square here minus away the unshaded part. Right, the big square is simple. The big square is 9 times 9, 9 times 9, 81. 81 minus away this, which is unshaded part, 49.5, you get 31.5. So 31.5 square centimeter is the area of the shaded part. Don't forget your unit, cm2. Okay. Easy. Let's go on to the next question. Okay, question number 9. Okay, I know some of you find the angles question very difficult, no? Or could keep getting it wrong. Let me tell you the reason, okay? The reason is because you lack experience. You must do a lot of angles question. The more you do, the more there's no standard angle question. There's no angle question will never repeat itself. This question that you see now, or any question that you see that have tried before, it will never appear again in PSLE one. Like 100% assure you. Then again, how come people still can solve angle question that look so different from previous question that I learned before? It's through experience. It's just like I mean, by now you should know all your fundamentals on angles. So you know angles in the parallel, angles inside a parallel lines, angle in the triangle, angle is a equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle. All these, I'm pretty sure you know, right, by now. The question is how to apply them. There's no shortcut to go about this. The only way is to keep practicing angle question. Okay. But the other question, like problem sums, right? The concept are repeatable one. So you see it can appear again. But angle question, no way they'll appear again the same way. So to get around this is to just there's no getting around this. You just have to practice. Okay. So in the figure below, ABCD is a parallelogram. So this is ABCD parallelogram. Okay. But I can tell you what to look out for whenever they tell something is a parallelogram. Whenever they tell something is parallelogram, they are basically telling you this, okay? This angle is equal to this angle. They are telling you to look out for the U, where this angle plus this angle is 180. All right. And then so these are the information you get from a parallelogram. All right. Or when they tell you there's two parallel lines. when they tell you there's two parallel lines in a question, surely there will be one line that cut across the parallel, the pair of parallel lines. Surely one. There's no way you have a parallel lines in the angle question. They have no line cutting across them. But when you see this, it's like godsend, you know. There's two a parallel line and a line cutting across is godsend because there's so much information you can get from here. This angle is equal to this angle because it's vertically opposite angle. All right. You also can do, let me get another color easier. You can say this angle is also equal to this angle, adjacent. You can also say this is like we call it F shape. Then you can also get a Z, alternate angles. This angle equal to this angle. Where else you can have? We can get the internal angle of a parallelogram. This angle plus this angle is 180 degrees. Right? So many, there's quite a lot of information inside here, no? So this is equal to this is equal to this. You get another Z here. This is equal to this. So whenever see a parallel lines and the line that cut across it, you really can get a lot of information on. All right. Okay. Anyway, back to the question. So now, DBF is an isosceles triangle. Where is DBF? DBF. So if DBF is isosceles triangle, FD is equal to FB. So this is equal to this, meaning this is equal to this. Okay. So let's find out what is this angle first. Okay. Let's find out what is the angle. This is 180 minus 70, then divided by 2. You get 55. So this is 55 degrees. Right? Now the question is asking angle BDE, which is this angle. Okay? So focus on this triangle. Angle in a triangle is 180 degrees. So 180 degrees minus away 86 minus away 55, you get this angle. You get 39 degrees. Then what's the question? DBC. They want this angle. DBC. BDC. They want this angle. They want this angle. BDC. BDC is the same as this angle because these are parallelogram. So it's like this, like a two parallel lines, and the line cut across. So this angle is equal to this angle, right? Can you see that? So this is also 39 degrees. So answer is 39 degrees. Any question? If not, let's continue with the next one. Okay, the ratio of the number of apples to the number of pears in the supermarket was 5:6. So let's record it down. So the matrix method, I tell you, first you record data, right? Okay, is look for column base, right? Look for value, 1 unit. Read the question again. Okay. Okay, this is a matrix method, a 5-step. I'll show you how it's done. Okay. First, record the data. One sentence at a time. So apples to pears is 5:6, right? So apples to pears is 5:6. 1/4 of the apples and 171 of pears were rotten. So rotten means remove them. Yeah. So what is left? Apples, you minus 1/4 rotten. So you're left with what? You must have started with 4. You take away 1 rotten, you're left with 3. Okay. Pears, 171 rotten, okay, pairs, we just have the minus 171, all right? And the rotten apples and pears were thrown away, okay? In the end, there was an equal number of apples and pears there. So apples to pears in the end is 1:1, equal. Now, that's step one done, okay? Step one done. Now, let's do step two, look for common base. The common base will be the beginning of apples must be the same, right? So let's make it to lowest common multiple of 4 and 5 is 20. So make it to 20 times 4, right? Times 5. 3 times 5, 15. Now, the end of apples must be same as this, okay? So let's make it to 15. Okay, end of pears must be 15. But look at the, we don't have any information on the units of pairs in the we do have. So let's focus on the value. After we got a common base done, no other common base. There's no common base for pairs, right? The pairs here and the pairs here are not the same because this is at first, this at the end. So there's no common base between these two. So let's leave it. The only common base is this one and this one. Okay, so which is done. Let's look at the third step. The third step is value. The only value in this question is 171. And that relates to pairs. So let's focus on the pairs. Okay. So pairs was 24 units at first, right? And you took away 171 rotten pairs, and you're left with 15 units of pairs. You see, that's how you do it. Okay, so it's 24 units minus 171, and you left with 15 units of pairs. Okay, so 24 units minus 15 units gives you 9 units. So this is 9 units, huh? So 24 minus 9 is 15. Okay, so 9 units is equal to 171 pairs. 1 unit is equal to 171 divided by 9, and you get 19. That you get step 4. Last step, read the question again. How many apples were there at first? We're talking about apples at first, which is 20 units, huh? This one. So 20 units is equal to 20 multiplied by value 1 unit. And you get 380. So that's the answer. Okay. Any question? This kind of question we have done so many times at matrix math, like so many times, right? I hope it, but I still notice quite a number of people got this wrong. Let me see how many people got this wrong. Oh, I don't have the value here. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I hope it's not a lot. I can look at the statistics, but I hope not many get this wrong. Okay, let's continue with the next question. This kind of question, sure come on, not sure come on, is very commonly tested. That's why I do so many. Okay, this one is another question that we have done a lot of times. Plenty of times. Okay, he bought an equal number of keychains and trading cards. Equal number is a keyword. Okay. So now we know that the keychains must be bought in 4s. No way you can buy 1, 2 keychains. Once you buy, you must buy in packets of 4. Right? Trading cards the same. Each time you buy in packets of 3. Then, if he's going to buy equal number of keychains and trading cards, what's the minimum he must buy each? 12. Right? 3 packets of keychain and 4 packets of trading cards, or the lowest common multiple of 4 and 3. Understand? So that is a minimum James has to buy in order to buy equal number of keychains and trading cards, which is 12. So to buy 12 keychain, you need to buy 3 packets of keychain, right? So 4 keychain costing $17. 12 keychain means you need to buy 3 packets. So 3 times $17, he needs to pay $51. For trading cards, in order to get 12 trading cards, he needs to buy 4 packets of 12 of trading cards. 1 packet of trading cards give you 3 cards and cost him $8. Right? 12 packets of 12 trading cards, you need to buy 4 packs. So $8 times 4. You need to pay $32. Okay. Now, so this is the minimum he has to buy. One group, which is 51. Minimum is one group. He's going to buy in groups like this. Every group costing how much? 51 plus 32, right? Okay. Now, the questions provides that he spends $76 more on the keychain than the trading cards. So in every group, he paid how much more for the keychain compared to a trading card. Every group, I call it difference in one group. Difference in one group. In every group, James paid $19 more for the keychain than the trading cards. So every group, the difference is $19. The question provides that there's a total difference of $76. So every group, all the differences add up, must give you a total difference of $76. So obviously, James bought many groups like this, and the total difference add up to $76. Many groups, difference in every group add up, give you a total difference 76. So if I use 76 divided by the difference in one group, I get 4. And 4 represents the number of groups James bought. Okay, number of groups like this. Let me use a color, different color. One group is like this. Okay, 12 keychains, 12 trading cards. So he bought 4 groups of this. Question is, how many keychains did he buy? In every group, there's 12 keychains. And he bought 4 groups. So 4 times 12. He bought 48 keychains. Any question? Okay, let's continue.
Oh, wait, can you go back to question 11? I think there's one that I haven't finished yet.
Okay, let me see. I can undo. Oh, I can undo. Okay.
Wait, I just need to see the bottom of it. Yeah. Wait.
Can you see?
Oh, the answer is just 48.
Answer is 48. 4
Oh,
groups,
okay.
12.
Yeah, okay, got it.
Good.
Yep. Thank you.
Let's continue with question number 12. Okay, this is one of the easiest questions. Our center will do a lot more difference. But I can see, right, in PSLE, you're going to have easy speed questions. And I mean, the trend is this. The trend is the MOE is trying to make speed question less important for primary school. And then I think in next year or the year after, there's no more speed question for primary school anymore. So I wouldn't expect the speed question to be very difficult for PSLE, which is good news for you, all right? So town A and B are 400 kilometers apart. So let's draw a speed timeline. So this A, B, and they are 400 meters apart, right? 400 kilometers apart. Okay, and then they are traveling towards each other, right? Alex left town A for town B. At the same time, Ben left town B for town A. You have to know, are they traveling towards each other or away from each other or in the same direction? So when read a speed question, when involving two person or two cars or two vehicles, you must always establish whether this two person is traveling towards each other, away from each other, or in the same direction. If they are traveling towards each other or away from each other, the steps is about combining their speed, the total distance traveled. Okay, it's about total distance traveled per hour per minute. Okay, remember when they are traveling towards or away from each other, the approach is always about the total, keyword is total distance traveled per hour or per minute or per unit time. However, if they're traveling in the same direction, the approach is always the difference in speed. So we are talking about minus, okay? Or difference in distance traveled per unit time. Difference distance traveled per hour, per minute, or whatever. So remember, so now I read this question, I know they are traveling toward each other. So my approach is always to look for what's the total distance traveled per hour. Okay? Now, you have Alex traveling from A towards A towards B at 65 kilometers per hour. And then you have Ben traveling from B to A at 85 kilometers per hour. And they'll meet somewhere here, okay? Now, the question is, how long did they take to pass each other? So asking for the time, right? Now, for them to pass each other or to meet each other, the total distance both of them have to travel has to be 400 kilometers. It cannot be less. If it's less, their total distance is less than 400 kilometers, they don't meet. They're still far apart from each other. If it's more than 400 kilometers, means that they passes each other, but overshot. But the question is, how long did they take to pass each other? Means at the point where they meet. Okay, so the total distance traveled must be 400 kilometers for them to meet or for them to pass each other. Now, to do that, let's find out. Remember, I told you earlier when they're going traveling towards each other, away from each other, we look at total distance per unit time. So the total distance per hour, in this case, we say hour because the speed unit is kilometers per hour. So total distance they traveled in 1 hour is 65 plus that's for Alex, and 85 kilometers per hour by Ben. So altogether is 150 kilometers. So every hour they travel 100 kilometers altogether, and 150 kilometers altogether, or 150 kilometers closer to each other, right? For them to meet, they need 400 kilometers. So if I do 400 kilometers divided by 150 kilometers, I get 2 and 2/3. Don't worry, you get when you get decimal point, don't worry, change to fraction, especially for time. So this is 2 and 2/3 hour. Okay, 2 and 2/3 hour is 2 hour 40 minutes. Make sure you show hours and minutes. Don't just leave answer. Don't leave answer like that. Then you lose half a method mark, half answer mark, because answer require you to be hours and minutes. So read the question carefully. Okay, next. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, remember, this question has parallelograms. Parallelograms, one of the property of parallelograms like this, opposite angle are equal, okay? So there's two parallelograms. Let me highlight them. This is one. They say identical some more, okay? So this is one of them. We use another pen. This is the other one. Okay, so there's two parallelogram and they are identical. So if they are identical, means the angles must also be the same, okay? Corresponding angles must also be the same. So this is 65. Remember, I tell you opposite angle must be the same, right? So this must 65. So if they're identical, this will be 65 also, okay? All right. Now, what's the question? Anything else I can find? I can find this angle. I can find this angle. Okay. Because angle inside parallelograms or inside parallel lines, the internal angle of parallel lines add up to 180. So I use 180 minus 65. I get 115. Okay, let's see how much what information I can do. So the one angle BJH. BJH is where? BJH. Oh, 65. There you go, 65 degrees. Okay. Next angle is DBJ. Where is DBJ? DBJ is here. Okay, DBJ, angle DBJ is equal to 115 degrees. Okay. Next angle EHF. EHF. Oh, this angle. So this angle, focus on this, focus on the triangle here. Let's look at the triangle. Look at this triangle. Okay. Then focus on this triangle. So this angle is what we want, okay? So let's look at this angle on a straight line. That will give you 180 minus 100, 80 degrees. So this is 80 degrees. So this angle will be equal to 180. Angles in the triangle add up 180. 180 minus 80 minus 65. And you get 35 degrees. So this angle, 35 degrees. Any question? Okay, let's continue. So, read the graph carefully. So the first thing I noticed in this graph is that this is not a straight line, okay? There's only two, it's made out of two straight lines. One straight line here, and then another straight line here, okay? So be careful, it's not one complete straight line. Find the charges when 40 meter cube water is used. So the charges is on this side. 40 meter cube is here. So this is the 40. Let me use another pen. This is 40, okay? So this is, then draw, use your ruler to help you, okay? Don't use your eyes, okay? Use your ruler. So this is how much? So this 100, right? And how many intervals are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from until here is 8 interval. Okay. 100 divided by 5 is 20. So here is 4 intervals, right? So 4 times 20 is 80. So answer for part A is $80. Okay. Now part B. Miss the Lee family paid. Let me clear this so that clearly so that I have space, no confusion. Okay. Okay, the Lee family paid $260 for the volume water used in July. What was the volume water used? 260 is where? So this is 200, Every interval is 20, right? We calculated here earlier. So 200, 220, 240, 260 is here. Okay. So you draw a line. Let me use my yellow. Okay. So this is okay. Use your ruler to help you. So it's 100. Answer is 100. So part B is 100. Sorry, write unit correctly. Yeah. Make sure you correct unit 100 meter cube. Okay. Units is very important, because this question has no the answer area where answer the question do not give you the unit. So you better write the unit correctly. Don't go write $100. Next, part C. How much is the charge for every cubic meter of water after 40 meter cube? So let me clear this first. If you can, during PSLE or your prelim, bring along your highlighters so that you can do what I did. Okay, different color helps. So after 40 is here. Okay, after 40 is here. Okay, after 40. How much is the charge for every cubic meter? So we can, from here to here is a straight line, right? So we can just pick any interval. Let's pick this interval, okay? We can pick 40 to 120 is fine. You can do any, you can do 40 to 60, 60 to 80, 40 to 120, it's fine. Doesn't matter because it's a straight line. Answer will be the same. But of course, you use the easiest way, which is just 40 to 60 good enough, okay? So use this interval. So let's 40 to 60. So from 40 to 60, how much water has been used? Okay, 60 minus 40, 20 meter cube of water used. Right. So how much has increased? Okay, let's how much extra cost you have paid? So from 40 is here, which is 80, right? 60. So 100, 120, 140 is 140. Okay. So there is an increase of how much? 140 minus 80. There's an increase of 60. So 20 meter cube cost you $60. The question is, every cubic meter means 1 meter cube, or 1 cubic meter will give you 60 divided by 20. The answer is $3. See, $3. The question. Okay, let's continue. So the bar graph below represent how Brian used his money in September. The amount of money is not shown on the scale in the bar graph below. So question is how, okay, let's move this up a little bit. Okay, so we can fill this up. Okay. Okay, so the question is how Brian used his money in September is also represented in the pie chart below. So your job is to label the pie chart by writing shopping and rents in the blanks above. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a unit to the amount spent on rent, savings, shopping, food, and transport. Okay, so let's call this 1 unit, 2 unit, 3 unit, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 unit, right? So let's fill this up. So this 8 unit, this is 4 unit, this will be 6 unit, this will be 8, 9, 10, 10 unit, then this will be 4 units. You see? Now I got everything. So unit is just your amount by units. Now question 9. So altogether, how many units are there? 8 plus 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 4. That gives you 10, 20, 32, 32, I think. Yeah, 32. So total is 32 units, huh? Now, we are going to translate this into the pie chart, okay? So the rents, I don't know. Okay, I don't know which one is rent, but I know the food is here, okay? And the question also says that where it says that anything else? Okay, now let's continue. We try to fill the pie chart, the bar chart onto a pie chart. Now, from this diagram, I can see that the savings and the transport are equal. So if this savings, this has to be transport, okay? Or actually given to you. And so the question is, you are left with shopping and rent, right? So if I look at a pie chart, this is 90 degrees. This is surely less than 90 degrees because the food is more than 90, correct? The food is more than 90 degrees. So this has to be less than 90 degrees. And this is 90 degrees. So this angle is smaller than this angle. Okay, this is more and this is less. Got it? Now, then I look at the bar chart. I'm comparing rent with shopping, right? Rent with shopping. So rent being the higher value than shopping has to be here. Rent has to be here, 8 units. The rest will be shopping, 6 units. Okay, so this is rent. And the other one is shopping. This is shopping. Just logical, all right? Logical. Any question? Because you can see that this is a quadrant, it's 90 degrees, it's surely more than this because this angle is less than 90 degrees. So therefore, if I look at the bar chart, rent is more than shopping. So rent has to be here. Then this has to be shopping, okay? Any question? If not, we'll go on to the next page. Okay. Now, let's look at this statement. So the question, true, false, or not possible to tell. Let's look at the first one. The amount spent on rent is twice the amount spent on transport. So if I draw the bar chart, okay, let me draw here just now. We have if the rent was how many? The rent was 8 units. The transport was 4 units. So it is true twice. Okay. Now let's look at the next statement. The ratio of the amount spent on shopping to the amount spent on food is 3:4. Shopping is 6 units and food is 10 units. So we are talking about 6:10, simplify 3:4. We are 6:10. Oh, sorry, divide. So this is 5. Sorry, divide by 3 is 5. So 3 is divided by 2, 3 divided by 2. 4. Okay, so answer is false. Okay, any question? Let's go on to part C. What fraction of his money did he spend on shopping? On shopping, some units. Shopping is 6 units, right? Shopping is 6 units. Total we calculated earlier was 32 units. So 6/32, you simplify, you get 3, you get 8/16. So answer is 3:16. Okay. Do simplify. Although the question never asks you to simplify, I will surely simplify one. You can use your calculator to simplify. It's an easy thing. Make it a habit. Okay, let's continue with the next question. Pattern. Okay.
Hello, teacher.
Yeah.
I think Lance cannot see your screen. So maybe we log out and log in again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I wait for you. You log in and log back in again. Let me pause the recording while we wait for them. So for question for this pattern question, one of there's three possible pattern that the school can test you. One is common difference pattern where the numbers goes like this. Like one, let me try. It can either be so the common difference will be something like that. One, then next one will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the difference is +1, right? So this is a common difference pattern. And now example, okay, this is pretty simple. 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. So sometimes, I mean, more often than not, it is like 1 + 2 is 3, 3 + 2 is 5, 5 + 2 is 7, 7 + 2 is 9, and so on, right? So this is one kind of pattern question. Common difference. And this is one of the more popular type of pattern question that will be tested. The second type of pattern question is called square numbers. And square numbers pattern questions, sometimes you can identify pretty easily from the figure itself. When you look at the figure has a shape of squares, very high chance it involves square numbers, right? So in this question, you look at the question figures, they are squares. So it's pretty obvious it's a square numbers pattern. So what's a square number pattern? It'll be like this. 1 times, example, it is like this. 1 times 1, 2 times 2, 3 times 3, 4 times 4, and so on, right? So you can have 25, 36, 49, 64, 81. So these are square numbers. Once you see numbers like this, you must be very quick to identify that they are square numbers. Okay. So if you cannot, then I strongly recommend you memorize them. Memorize these numbers. Okay. So when you see these numbers, example in this question, you can see it. They are square numbers. So let's fill it up. So this is 5 times 5 is 25, right? So we actually can do a next picture. Next picture be like that. Let's fill up this one. It's okay to draw them again, you know. The next one will be here. Make sure it's still a square. So this is how it goes. So number of white colored paper will be you can count them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. Number of gray color paper will be just 25 minus 15. That'll be 10. Okay, you can look this pattern is actually +2. So it's +3. This is +4. So this is +5. You can do that as well. Okay, let's look at part B. Let me clear this. So part B asks how many white and gray colored papers how many white and gray color papers are there in figure 20? So we know that these are square numbers, right? So figure 20 will be 20 times 20. 20 times 20 is 400. Okay. So this is, now next question is, if the total is 144, meaning the one number is 1444, so what figure number is this? So to get a figure number, because a square number, all I need to do is square root. And use your calculator is 38. So answer is 38. Pretty simple. Let's look at the last question, question 17. Okay. So if I look at this question, the figure is made up of petals, boomerangs, quadrants, squares. I can see them. I can see boomerang. I can see petals here. I can see boomerang here. I can see quadrant. Okay. So this is how I approach a question. Next, in all circles question, it's important you know where the radius are. Okay. So this is a circle. The radius will be here, which is also here, right? Which is also here. These are all radius, right? The length of radius. Now, the question says that the parameter of the shaded part of figure A is 140 centimeter, more than the parameter of unshaded part of A. So the parameter of figure A is this. Shaded part A is this. It's made up of 1 radius, 2 radius, 3 radius, 4 radius, 5, 6, and 1 arc, 2 arc. So for the shaded, the parameter is 6 radius and 2 arcs. Okay. Now, what about the unshaded one? Unshaded one is this portion, this unshaded. It's made up of 1 radius, 2 radius, and 1 arc, 2 arc. So unshaded, 2 radius, and 2 arcs. So the question provides that the difference between the parameter of the shaded and unshaded is 140. So let's compare the difference. Okay, I compare these with this. 2A is the same as 2A. So the difference between the two is actually 4 radius, right? 6 radius and compared to with this 4 radius. 4 radius is 140 centimeter. 1 radius is 140 divided by 4. 35 centimeter. Now I got the value of radius, I can solve a lot of things in the circles question really. Okay. Now the question is find the area of the shaded part of figure B. So when we look at figure B, which is this one, the shaded part consists of a quadrant and 3 boomerang. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's find the area of a quadrant. So area of quadrant will be 1/4 multiplied by pi times radius. And my answer is 962.5. So this is the area of a quadrant. Now, how to find the boomerang? Boomerang is very easy. You must know the building blocks of the circles. It's square minus a quadrant, right? Then you're left with boomerang. Square, area of square is what? Area of square is 35 times 35. And that is 1225. A quadrant will be 1225 minus 962.5. So square minus quadrant, you get a boomerang. 262.5. So this is a boomerang, this is a quadrant. So answer is 962.5, which is a quadrant, plus 1, 2, 3 boomerang, plus 262.5 plus 262.5 plus the third boomerang, 262.5, and your answer is 1750. So this is the answer. 1750 square centimeter. Okay. Make sure where you meet. All right, that's all for today. I will see you next week.